Hello! Today I'm going to be teaching you how to broadcast a Facebook live stream directly from your desktop. And I am using a Microsoft desktop. It's not a Mac, but it's basically very similar in this setup. So let's get going here. So what we're going to be covering today in our training is where to get the Open Broadcast software, OBS, where to get it, where to download it, how to set up the scenes, which I'll explain as we go through, the settings that you need to import for your Facebook live stream, how to set up PowerPoint for your slide presentation, how to set up your live stream, and how to go live, along with comments. That is awesome. There is one software that you're going to need, and this is free, and this is called OBS, Open Broadcast Software. So what you're going to do is just we're going to open up Chrome, and we're going to search, just put OBS in the search bar, and then you get the software. So just select the software, and then you're going to download, right here, the green button, download OBS Studio. So you just go through that process. I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to go ahead and just open up the software. And here we are. First thing you're going to do is you need to set up what is called scenes. And this is where you're going to be pulling in the various hardware that you're using and activate any windows that you want to be part of your live stream presentation. So we'll just go down to this lower left-hand corner, and you can let's go ahead and add a new scene. I'm going to call this Facebook Live stream. And what this allows you to do is you can set up different packages or different scenes, as they're called. And so whenever you're going to do another Facebook live stream, just select that scene and it's already set up for you. So the next step is we need to pull in our sources. So we'll hit the plus. So we need our audio input. And we'll create a new one. Hit OK. Then I'm going to pull in the external, for my purposes here, I'm going to pull in the Yeti desktop that I have. Hit OK. Now you can see over here, that is my active audio. You can see the green light going up and down. You want to make sure that so I have another desktop audio. That is the system audio. You want to mute that. Otherwise you're going to get an echo. And make sure you go ahead and do the same for any other audios that are listed here. Next we're going to add the video capture device. And I'll go ahead and create a new. And what is highlighted is the webcam, which I have on my desktop. That's the only one I have available. And hit OK. So the next one I'm going to do is activate a window. And you need to have the window that you want to show at some point, you need to have that window open. So for this demonstration, I have PowerPoint, and this is my active window. Something I need to show you though, when you have a slide, you need to customize the setup for the slideshow so that when the slideshow is active, it is limited just to one window and it doesn't go full stream. How you do that is just go into the settings or the setup slideshow under slideshow, and you want to browse, click this button. The default is that it's going to be, you know, the full screen either here or here. Make sure you have the middle one, browse by individual window. Plus you want to have the manual setting. Hit OK. Now we go back to OBS, and we're going to, in the scene, we're going to add the window capture. And we'll go ahead and I'm going to create new. I have ones that are already set up, but I want to take this from ground zero, assuming you know nothing, you haven't set up anything on OBS. So I'm setting up a new one, and then I just select the PowerPoint because it's active. So you'll see that that came up. So in order to get the full screen in that window, we need to go back to PowerPoint, and we need to go from the current slide. So now you'll see, as we go back to OBS, we see the full screen. Now for this purpose, so now I want to have my picture captured in there, so that's the video capture device. So now you're going to, of course, select the camera that you have, and we want to make sure it's activated. Okay, and use that's one thing I forgot was the default. So now we see hit OK. Now here is, you can make this bigger. Now if you want your picture smaller, just go back to the video capture, so this is where you can set up the different settings for your camera. So if I want, if I want it to be a larger picture, then you save the settings. Okay, now we're going to, you can adjust the window on here. So this is how it's going to look when we're on a Facebook live stream. And something else I want to show you is the studio mode right down here under the controls. What you can do is, if you're doing a live presentation and you're going to fade into another format, maybe you're going to bring up another window, this is where you set it up, and this is where it goes live. So if I were to change it here, then you just transition, and that's what that feature is for. I don't really use it, but just know that it's there. Now we're going to set up Facebook. go, actually I'll just do another tab. And I'm going to go to my personal page here. And you're going to start a live stream. So a video live. Hit the connect. And over here is where you can choose where you're going to go live with your video. So you can go live on your timeline, you can share in a group, you can share in an event, or you can also share in a page that you manage. So you have to have some level of authorization in order to do a live stream anywhere on Facebook. So for this tutorial, I'm going to share in a group that I don't use a lot right now. And so right here is where you put the name of the group. Does it say testing? So what the important part that comes up is these two fields here. These are the fields that you are going to need to place into OBS. So let's open OBS, and you're going to go to settings. And then in settings, you're going to select stream. And right here, you select, for our purposes, you're going to customize the streaming server. And for the URL, you're going to Control C for copy. And then in the URL, paste that URL. And then for the key stream, this is unique to the live stream that you're going to do. And this will be, the stream key. You just Control C for copy. And then we will paste it. Control V to paste. If you want, you can show it. And then you can see that it's the same, that is the same. Then what you need to do, you need to apply it, hit OK. Now, and then you start the live stream. And it automatically records, and you can always, now you're going to go back to Facebook. Now you're going to go back to Facebook. So another important thing, once you go live, you need to mute your system sound. Otherwise, you're going to have an echo. So once you are prepared to go live, you just hit this Go Live button in the lower right hand corner. So you go live, you can see my description of the video, and as people join in, you will see their comments here. So you can see where I have my video going, I have my PowerPoint presentation. Now, in order to advance the slides in the PowerPoint, just go back to PowerPoint. And sometimes what I do is I go ahead and put the PowerPoint in the very front. But then I can go forward, and then you can go backward. But then you can just continue. And what's great about this window that Facebook has put together, it allows you to see your comments that pop up. Let me see. So then you can see the hearts and the interaction from your people. So then you can see now the hearts and the interaction. To end the session, just go ahead and select Finish on the Facebook page and select Done, or you can delete it. You also need to go over to OBS and stop the streaming and the recording.